Hey guys, it's Lori here at Lore Stitches on YouTube and also over on Instagram at Lore Stitches as well. It is Flosstube number 21 today. Hey guys, so come on baby. Oh, my sugar kitty wants to come up here today. He's sick. So he's in here with me today. Welcome back if you're a returning viewer. I appreciate you coming back and taking the time to watch my video, spend some time with me today. If you're a new viewer, this is a Flosstube video about cross-stitching, and that's really all I talk about on this channel. I may chat a little bit about some planting that I do, but mostly just about cross-stitching. Anyway, thanks for coming back, guys, and watching, or thanks for coming in if you're new. I probably already said that. I don't know. I'm distracted now because I'm petting Sugar here. Sugar is my 5-year-old kitty. He was born from a barn cat, and he started having bloody urine last weekend. So we have taken him to the vet, and he had to get an antibiotic injection, and then we had to collect some urine, which is really fascinating how they do that, by the way. Well, how we had to do that. Well, how I had to do that. My husband wasn't going to take part in that. But anyway, they did test his urine. He does have crystals. So he's on a special food now. That's a prescription food to help dissolve those crystals. And we have to give him a second antibiotic on top of what he's already on. So we are now keeping him in our big bathroom down here at night so that we're making sure he only eats the food that he has. And that way also he has a separate litter box from Eva so that we can see if his bloody urine is resolving. So sorry if that's a lot of information for people who may not want to hear that. But he's just needing some attention today because he was stuck in the bathroom all night and I had to give him his meds. He's, for whatever reason, does not like my husband. So it has to be on me. So it's easier for us to kind of keep track of how he's feeling when he's down there. And of course I put a little heated bed in there for him, and he's been leaking urine, so I have to get it washed. So he's just happy now to kind of sit here on my lap and be loved because he's lonely. Huh, you're just lonely. Poor baby. He needs some spoilings. So I'm hoping that's all it is, and it's not anything like a cancer or anything like that. So I never talked to the vet about the crystals. They just called and said they had food and antibiotics for us because my husband took it in, so I was working all week. Anyway, so let's talk about my daily 30 from January, because as you guys may remember, I was working on Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. So this is what Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow will look like when it's all finished. This is by Carriage House Samplings. I had block 1 and block 2 done. It was also a Wipgo call for February, and my goal for February was to get the entire block finished, which was also my goal for last year, and it was a whole lot of stitching that I did not realize. So that was my goal, and so that I made my daily 30, and I did in fact get it done. Let me show you where I was last time. So you guys, for daily 30, it is done. So I did end up finishing this. Actually, I finished it a couple of days early. Let me hold it a little bit better. Okay, so that's what I have it as right now. So this is the block that I did here, and it is all done. It was 6,101 stitches if I calculated correctly. So that was my daily 30 for February, and it got completed, so I was able to mark it off on my Wipgo board up here. So it can now go in the finished bin. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks, but there's that one block in the middle that's a double block. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that one done in a year, but we'll see. I've got so many projects on the go. So this one can go in my finished bin, which is right over here. Yeah, and so that Wipgo goal was complete. And then Wipgo called 2 more numbers for the month of March, because today is March 8th. Yes, indeed, March 8th. So Wipgo calls for this month were number 1, which is Lady of the Flag for me, and I believe number 10, I want to say. I think it's 10. I might be wrong. It was Thine is the Trick for me. So let me show you where I was last time on this. Okay. And so Thine is the Trick is on a fabric that can't be purchased anymore. Let me hold it the right way though. Let's see. Here we go. So this is where I am on Thine is the Trick. So my Wipgo goal for Thine is the Trick, it was to finish this motif with the witch. So I had to finish the rest of this. And then I had the outline of the skull done, but I didn't have any of the skull done, so I finished that. So those were my 2 goals, but I also finished this part of Halloween and a little moon over here. So I just get a little bit extra done because it wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be. So this is where I am on that. So this is Thine is the Trick by Prairie Schooler, I believe. It is on a fabric called Fabulous Fabrics, which I can't find anymore, and it was Harvest Moon. And I am doing this with 310 and B5200, and then some silks for from Silks of the Month for Silks for You are the orange and the gold colors. So that did get done, so I was able to cross that off of my board up here, I think at 10. And yeah, I was able to knock out some fandom cross-stitching goals for the week on Facebook. And was able to get that done. Oops, I don't want to separate this from that, so let me do that. Okay, and then my daily 30 this month. So I had talked about on the last video about my daily 30 was going to be one of my 50 before 50 stitches. And that's because I am leaving the practice that I'm in. And so my last day will be in May. And I will be going to a new specialty group in June. But my collaborative physician has been my collaborative physician for the last 5 years. And she was my preceptor my last semester of nurse practitioner school, and so I've known her for over 5 years now, and I love her to death. She has been the most amazing person to learn from, and I tell her that, and I told my organization that in my resignation letter. So I really look up to her. She's so knowledgeable, she's so easy to get along with, she's so sweet, and never makes you feel stupid about a question. Which I love about her because I feel stupid really easily sometimes. So anyway, I am doing a project for her. I hope that she's going to like it. So I started it at the beginning, well, right at the end of February, I put a few stitches in it. So let me show you, I don't think I showed you any pictures in the last video because I don't think I had started it yet, but I did post a picture on Instagram of it. So I'll show that here. And again, it is my daily 30 that I'm working on this month because I'm trying to knock it out this month. So this is where I am now on it. I have not done my daily 30 today yet. And I have like a few stitches down here to do, and my whole first page is going to be done. It actually says I'm like 33% done, I think, with it so far. But I did change the colors on this. It was originally charted in blue and gold, but her favorite color is red, so I changed it to 347 red, and I just did kind of a cream color. This fabric's gray. It's one of mine that was painted gray. It's not got much variegation in it or anything like that. And of course I have my little scientist on here. This was from Gina's Unique Boutique. But yeah, so this is where I am, and I will continue working on this through the month of March, and I hope to get it finished so I can get it framed and be able to give it to her before I leave in May. So anyway, if anybody's in the medical field, you know evidence-based practice, so that's what this is in regards to. So, and she is big on that. So that will go in my keep working on pile this month. So you guys will see that finished hopefully before the end of the month. So I think when it estimates how many stitches, I've done over 100 stitches a day on it. And I think when it estimates I'll get done, I think it says like March 29th or something like that. So pretty good. I think it says 33% finished if I remember right. But anyway, so that is my daily 30. My other Wipgo that was called was Lady of the Flag. Let me show you where I was last time on that. My Wipgo goal this year, let me show you what it's going to look like. It's going to look like this, but I'm doing a blue conversion, which can be found on the Mirabilia conversion pages on Facebook. And I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but here's where I am now. Oh, that's kind of way down there. So I'm working on her arm. So you can see I got a lot of her elbow done here, and I've got some of the darker skin colors up here. I am doing her skin over 1. So it's a lot of stitching all the way in here. So this is up to about her wrist. So I got to fill in all of that. And then there's a torch that she's holding up here. So my Wipgo goal is to finish her arm and her torch. But I'm ultimately hoping to finish this whole thing this year because all I have left then is the flag that lays over her arms and then the beading in the krynic. Because her dress is all the way done down here. And there's a banner that goes at the bottom that I still have to do. So this will probably be a daily 30 sometime this year so that I can try to get this finished because I really would like to get this finished. So anyway, I am working on her. I do have some stitches in on her. And I'm hoping, like I said, to get this arm and the torch done by the end of the month so my Wipgo goal could be completed. But my ultimate goal is to finish this project this year. So that's what my plans are. This is also Gina's Unique Boutique, and this is Fabric Flare, We the People fabric from Cross Stitchery Express, I think is where you get the Fabric Flare. I'll put all of that in the information box below too. Now, 50 before 50. So my first one that I showed you in the last video was Hummingbirds by Owl Forest Embroidery. That's number 1 on my 50 before 50. I started that in February. My evidence-based practice piece was number 2. I also started that in February. My number 3 start is Cottage Garden Sampling Santa's House. And some of you may have seen this on Instagram because I did post a picture of it. It's in a Pinky Promises bag, which I love. And there would be no before picture because I just started it. So you can see the white thread there all along the top. I'm doing this in a hand-dyed fibers by Vicki Clayton conversion. So this fabric is Ada, and it's Luna Moth by Bestitch Me. So I am right here at the end. So this is how big the design will be. I just did the whole top. And there's a lot more to go, but I did get over 100 stitches in on this one. So, and I'm really excited to get into some of these other beautiful colors here. So anyway, that was my number 3 start. And I'm trying to keep up with it because I think I figured out I have to do more than 4 designs per month to get to 50 before next February 21st. So my next 2 that I'm going to start probably this weekend. This is the bag that my aunt made for me. And I'm going to do the Brenda Gervais March Wordplay start. And I am going to start it on lightly salted, not roasted, bestitch me fabric. It's Ada. And I have all of the called for gassed threads, Gentle Arts. So that will be my number 4 start this weekend. And my number 5 on deck, I gotta get a picture of it to show you because the pattern is in, it is PDF. Hopefully I have it in my markup. I do. Sweet. Don't chase him around, Eva. He doesn't feel good. Okay. So it's a supernatural design. I finished my one supernatural piece. So this is the exorcism that they always say, and in one or more episodes they ended it with adios bitch. Just gonna be on some white Ada. I have my colors pulled already. It's in my superhero, which was the same thing that my last supernatural piece was in. So supernatural in the superhero bag by Garon Totten Bags. So that will be my start number 5, and I will start that this weekend. So next time you will be able to see some progress on starts number 4 and 5. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I can't remember when exactly I started my 3rd design. I have it probably on my Instagram page because I think I have put what dates I started those. But I can't remember if I started it last weekend or the weekend before. But anyway, I know for sure I did 2 starts in February, which again, I only had from the 21st to the end of the month. So 2 starts was pretty good. And so then I will have at least 3 going by this weekend for March. And I will have to pick out a couple more to start. I am back here, if you can see this, working on my long dog sampler crossword. I'm going to do it on this purple colored, it's a light purple colored Ada. I was trying to find some silks that I have to do the design in. I have the design right here somewhere. Where is it? Not that one. I know I had it out. Here it is. This is what the design looks like. And so what I want to do is I want to do the background in one color and then the words in a different color. I saw this done somewhere on social media and it was really pretty. And the one that I saw, I think, was like a black or a gray and a pink. It was really pretty. And purple's my favorite color, so I'm probably going to do a really dark purple on that light purple fabric. And I think I'm going to do a turquoise color for the words because I think that'll really pop out of there. So I was going to do gray for the words, but the silk that I have for gray I don't have enough of because it takes quite a bit. 104 meters of 6-ply thread if you're doing it on 16 count Ada, and if on 18 count 46.6. I gotta see what count that is. But anyway, so I ordered some new threads. I found a really pretty deep purple color that's variegated silk and a turquoise. So I'm waiting on them to arrive currently. I already have them ordered. And then this will be my next start after that. So that will be up there. So again, my plans for this month are to continue working on my daily 30, my evidence-based practice piece. Continue working on my Lady of the Flag to get that one knocked out, that goal for Wipgo. And then I want to do my at least 2 starts. So my Supernatural piece, my March word play, and hopefully this 3rd one will be the crossword by the next time I see you. And if I get 4 starts or even more by then, I am rocking. So we'll see what happens. I do have some new things. One is a Lugana from Bestitch Me because I'm in their fabric of the month called We Can't Elope. Cute. So it's kind of a bright orangey color. So that's one fabric that I got. And then I had to place an order with 123 Stitch for, I don't remember what I got. But I did pick up, because I didn't have these two houses. So I got the castle and the greenhouse because I love these. And the fourth one is the cottage, I think, and I love it too, so it's going to be on my list too. But these are on my 50 before 50, so I wanted to pick these up. And since I did the conversion for Vicki Clayton's hand-dyed fibers silks for the Santa's house, I messaged her and asked if she can do a conversion for these two as well. She didn't realize that they were a series. So I sent her the DMC list, and I'm hoping she's going to get back to me so I can get those too. And I'm just going to keep going with this because I'm super excited. I'll have to decide what colors I want to do these on, because I don't think I'm going to do turquoise on these. I might with the castle. It looks kind of snowy, sort of. It's got a lot of white on it, so we'll have to see. I'm going to have to lay the colors on it and see. But I don't know if I'll do turquoise on that, so we'll see. Anyway, so those are coming up on my 50 before 50. And then I picked up this. I saw someone stitching on this. I want to say Jessie Marie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff. And I also think maybe Bridget, the museum stitcher, might be stitching on this. Moonlight Sampler by the Blue Flower. So I did pick this up as well. It's not on my 50 before 50 list, but remember I have some spots, so if I wanted to, I could put it on there. I really, really love this design. So, yep, it came in my 1, 2, 3 stitch, because you know nothing can ever travel alone. So, and then Pinky Promises emailed me. They have a new bag. And it's dragons, and since I just read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, I'm all about the dragons, so I feel like I have a little Andarna bag now. If you've read it, you know. This is the inside fabric. Sorry, I haven't taken it out of the bag yet. But the little thread keeps as a dragon too. I love it! So I'm excited about that. So I may have to stitch on a dragon design, who knows. But anyway, that's pretty much the update here. I did post a short, YouTube short on my greenhouse because we were organizing it last weekend. But that's just totally about my greenhouse and not about the stitching at all. So I just posted that real quick. And then, yeah, that's about it. It's a rainy weekend, so I'll probably get some stitching done here and work on some of my plans and maybe some starts, and hopefully it'll be a good, decent weekend to work on that. So that's about all I have. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I read and answer all of those. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope your stitching is going well, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.